Before we get into the video, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. For any criminals out there, always remember there is no honour amongst thieves. To simplify this, if you partake or dabble in illegal activities and you're making a profit, then just know there's always someone somewhere close by watching you and plotting against you. Just think of these people as snakes in the grass. And I say all that to say this. So, an armed gang were caught on video smashing their way through the front door of an unnamed man's house in a Nottingham street in order to incapacitate the residents so they could get their grubby, dirty hands on a grow, aka cannabis plants. Now, in order to secure the Class C drug and the potential of thousands of pounds of profits, the gang had armed themselves with garden shears and knives and were seen pounding and kicking and ramming the front door to the property in Forest Fields. And, after multiple attempts, the door was knocked off its hinges with a flying kick, and as soon as that door was removed, the gang set to work. One after the other, they all piled in through the entranceway, and a gang of 10 people attacked the man inside the property. Again, this was a 10 vs 1 attack, and again, the 10 brutes were all armed with garden shears and knives. So, in order to defend himself, the unnamed man was seen using the broken front door as a shield, trying to propel the blows that rained down on him, and to protect himself from the impending stab wounds. In the end, however, the front door as a protective tool proved futile, because in the end the victim had to run past the intruders, and during that melee he was stabbed multiple times with both the shears and the knives. Now, the entire situation was SHIT, and the worst thing about it was, if you know about the cannabis factories set up in homes across the country, then you know the people who attend to these properties are mainly lackeys, or people in debt, or people literally plucked off the street and forced or coerced into doing the drug dealer's bidding. These people take all the blame, and in turn they also accept all the debt when other drug gangs raid their profits. Essentially, this is a no-win scenario. So, pertaining to the drug raid at the hands of the other criminals, the police says that the 10 men had actually travelled up from London in a convoy of vehicles in order to raid the property. Just one question. Where did the London gang get the intel that there would be a grow in a terrace house in Forest Fields, Nottingham? That's a distance of 120 miles, and that's just going there. As for the gang, they did manage to secure some of the cannabis plants and severely injure the occupant of the house too. Miraculously, the police arrived on the scene while some of the other gang members had been trying to put more plants in their cars. When the police arrived, some of the gang members ditched the cars and ditched the cannabis plants and tried to make a run for it on foot, but they were soon caught and handcuffed. And as for some of the other gang members who had already got away in their own cars, they were also apprehended on the stretch of the M1 heading back towards London. Finally, on Friday, June 4th, 10 men pleaded guilty to aggravated burglary at Nottingham Crown Court. And as for the victim, he suffered stab wounds and was treated successfully. He also received stitches to his head and shoulder. Now, I would normally name all 10 of the culprits, but it's just too long to mention. Instead, what I've done is just left a picture of all their faces. Stay safe.